is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode number 222 of the Backstage Slam Wrestling Podcast. Ben and Kevin are here, and it is Turkey Coma Day, the day after
Gobble,
Thanksgiving.
gobble.
How was your Thanksgiving, Kev?
Just as I expected. Didn't do a whole lot. My girlfriend worked from home, so getting that money. But yeah, played a couple hours on video games and yeah, just chilled basically. How was yours?
I cooked for about 13 hours.
Cool.
And everybody else helped out. Pops came home from the hospital yesterday morning.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah. He's back to 100% health. So
That's good.
Yep. The whole family, except for my sister who lives in San Francisco now. We was able to. Before it was just me, my mom, and my dad.
Yeah.
For like the last 5 Thanksgivings.
Mm.
And then my brother always worked. But he got off this time yesterday, so it was really good.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Other than that, let me see, I cooked for about half the day, and then I played 7 Days to Die for like 8 hours, and then I fell asleep 4 hours ago, and now I'm up doing the podcast.
Nice.
With a sugar-free Monster Ultra.
Oh, how are those?
Pink flavor. Good. It's pretty good. I went one. Yeah, like I figured like I started drinking the sugar-free Monsters, and they're not bad.
No.
Not bad.
Yeah, It's been. Oh, I'm coming up on 4 years of sobriety from energy drinks, so yeah, I've got to the point where like I can look at them and not like care for it or not wanting to drink it, you know.
I
But my
limit
girlfriend was
myself from getting one every day or every other day to just every Saturday.
That's good. Hey, baby steps. I stopped cold turkey. Like I drank my last one. I'm like, this is it. This is the last one.
It's like Saturday. There's always a UFC. There's always a college football game. There's always, NXT or AEW pay-per-view.
Yep.
I'm just gonna limit my energy drink intake just for that fun day.
But then I take pre-workout, so I don't know if that's
Pre-work.
like.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
But then I only do that with, on days that I work out. Other than that, then like, because coffee makes me fall asleep.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know the vitamin Men's One a Day?
Mm.
That's supposed to get that every pill is supposed to be basically an energy drink. I pop that,
Okay.
and then I don't know. I just get sleepy. I end up sleeping for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, that's how I am with coffee. Like I'll
I don't
drink
know
it,
why.
and almost immediately I'll be sitting at my computer, and I'll be like trying to doze off. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But if I'm moving and drinking coffee, it'll be okay. But then after like 2 hours, I'll be like, and if I sit down or if I stop moving, then I'll get that crash. And I don't even put sugar. I just drink it straight black.
Mm.
I don't put sugar, no cream, no nothing. I just drink it straight black, and I end up wanting. Makes me more tired going in and coming out.
Yeah. For some reason, I can only drink straight coffee black if it's hot, but I mostly drink iced coffee.
Mm.
So I gotta mix something with it. I guess it doesn't dilute as much if if it's simmering in cold water. I don't know. It's weird. I gotta try different coffees. But yeah. Uh, so it was Thanksgiving. Not much in the world of pro wrestling. It looks like we're getting closer to the third New Japan Pro Wrestling tournament in a couple of weeks, right? 2 weeks?
Yep.
And then we're going to be breaking down. I guess we're going to wait till the finals, the final day for Best of the Super Junior and
World Tag League.
World Tag League. We're going to do a podcast dedicated to predicting the final card on that. But today, we are going to break down Wednesday. Actually, let me check out the ratings. Ratings for AEW 11:25. Okay. Let's see. Do we have ratings for... I'm just checking. I don't see any. Okay, wait, I should write that. TV ratings for AEW Dynamite. What was it? 11:25, right?
Yeah, 25. 25 was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Did it not come up yet?
It usually comes out on Thursday, the day after, but it was Thanksgiving, so I don't see any. You know what? Let me go check the Twitters. Okay. In the meantime, you guys can follow us on Twitter at KevinMask808 and at BroCulturePop. That's my new Twitter handle. And you guys can follow Joshua at SkitComic. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so it looks like the ratings are going to be out in a couple of hours today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to go check the Wrestling Observer Twitter. It said no TV ratings for Wednesday and Thursday, but they should be out today in a couple of hours. So, so that's that. All right. So next Wednesday, big card. Before we do that, what do you think the rating is going to be for AEW and NXT? For this past Wednesday.
Past Wednesday, I think AEW just slightly edged out NXT.
Okay.
Not by a whole lot. Just barely.
No numbers?
You know, I'm not good with numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say about 2,000. I'm just gonna throw a number out there.
200,000?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. So last week AEW beat NXT by 240,000. I think it's going to be smaller than that. I think AEW is going to hit 805,000, which is 15,000 less than last week. And NXT is going to hit 690K, which is up 20,000 from last week. So the margin is going to be about 160K.
Okay.
So it's going to be closer. one show dropped and the other show went up a little bit, and that's it. Because I don't know, like there was already a lot of holiday movies and stuff like that being played the day before Thanksgiving, and then especially yesterday, and then there's some more holiday movies being played
Yeah.
today. Like, I think SmackDown's gonna have a terrible rating because of it, and everybody's shopping on Black Friday. So,
They're probably gonna have like some kind of like Thanksgiving thing.
yeah. So I predict a dominant AEW victory, but they're not gonna get as much viewers as they did last week. Which is sucks, but it's not a pay-per-view, but we're getting a big card, which is the winter is coming. So, and also another thing to note, you know why the biggest reason, and you probably know why the biggest reason that AEW is not going to have even though it's their go home show for a big Wednesday, that they're not going to have a big dominant victory is because this episode, along with last week's episode, was taped and the results of the show were leaked by NoDQ.com and several other pro wrestling websites that offer spoilers about several hours before it aired.
That takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, so everybody knew that Moxley was gonna attack Kenny Omega like up to 2 to 3 hours before Dynamite even aired. You know, everybody's like, now we know we're gonna watch NXT, but it says AEW Winter is Coming takes place Wednesday, December 2nd, live on TNT. So it looks like they're gonna go live. They're gonna go live next Wednesday, and then they're also going to be taping. Let me see. They're also going to be taping December 9 and December 16th shows. Because if you remember, last year, AEW took off the last 2 weeks of December. Remember when NXT ran unabated for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So we know that AEW gives their wrestlers off for so look, we got December 23rd and December 30th are the last 2 Wednesdays. So they're going to be taping the 9th and the 16th next Wednesday after next Wednesday's live show. So it's going to be a long recording. And then they're going to air a special for a Road to Winter is Coming preview. It's going to be at Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the AEW YouTube channel.
Oh.
Which tells me Kenny Omega is going to win the title. I'm so excited.
Well, we know he's going to win because Mox has to go to Japan.
Okay, so here we go. The match. They might add another match. But as of right now, here's the card. We got Britt Baker taking on Layla Hirsch. Chris Jericho versus Frankie Kazarian. Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. The second ever AEW Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal with the Dynamite ring up for grabs. So MJF, I don't know, MJF is defending or they're issuing out another Diamond Battle Royal ring to the winner.
I think he's defending it.
Okay. And then the main event is AEW World Championship, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. So those are the 5 matches we got. Plus we got a couple of other segments that they're going to be doing as well. Can't wait for that. Kevin, Britt Baker versus Layla Hirsch. How do you see this going down?
Britt Baker squash match.
I think Britt Baker's going to win. I don't think it's so much as a squash match. But I would like to see Thunder Rosa make an appearance to get some payback.
Oh, she probably will.
But I think Britt is still going to take the victory on this. This is her build to eventually, I think she's going to be the one to beat Cheetah. Chris Jericho versus Frankie Kazarian.
I want to say Jericho with the help of the Inner Circle.
I'm going to say Kazarian with the upset.
Nice.
The only reason why I say that is this past Wednesday, I saw something very interesting, very good in-ring storytelling by Jericho and Jake Hager. During their tag team match against SCU, whenever Jericho was in the ring, he just couldn't put together his offense at all. Whenever Jake Hager came in the ring, he dominated. And it happened every single time they made a tag. And there was a couple of times where the camera shifted towards MJF and he's kind of looking, like whenever Hager's in the ring, he's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then even Wardlow too. Wardlow seemed a bit impressed. And then when Jericho was in the ring and then he was struggling, MJF was like, huh? Like, what? So there's that little thing, those little hints there that tells me like, okay, so this is how they're gonna get rid of Jericho. This is what's gonna motivate MJF to take over. Like Jericho, he's 50, he can't cut it anymore. I just hope it's a slow burn though. I don't want them to rush it. But
I ain't gotta make it last until at least Revolution.
Yeah. I think Jericho gets a fluke loss here. Maybe he gets distracted. I don't know. Maybe Hager and Wardlow start pushing and shoving. Jericho turns around, goes over to the rope or the corner, and he goes, "Hey, cut that shit out! What are you guys doing?" And then he gets a roll up pin or schoolboy pin from Kazarian. Boom, that's it. And then he just runs to the back while everybody's stunned.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. Here's an interesting one. Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. I got Lance Archer.
Anybody but MJF.
Everybody dies. Cody Rhodes and the new TNT champion Darby Allin versus Team Taz's Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks.
I'm gonna go. Well, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Team Taz on this one.
Okay. Team Taz. Okay, I'm gonna go with Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes. But then a post-match beatdown, and I think we're gonna see Taz give the Tazplex to Cody.
Tazplex or Tazmission?
Tazplex. He already gave him the Tazmission on Wednesday. A little taste, but I think he's gonna suplex. You know what I think? With Wednesday's brilliant storytelling, how they got, it went from the FTW title, how Taz was trying to legitimize the championship, and then Cody just was like, why is your son training with me when he's not training it with you? And then I was like,
Yeah.
storytelling master. Okay, so we're going from that to more of a more of a real life thing.
Yeah.
So
Now it's a personal
yeah.
vendetta.
So could we see Taz come out of retirement?
I don't know
Is Taz
why did
gonna
Taz
wrestle
retire?
Cody?
Why did Taz retire in the first place?
I think he had bad knees.
Because he went from like the Attitude Era Taz, and then next thing you know, he's on commentary.
I know
With
he
like
had
no,
bad knees, and then I know he had a neck injury, but I don't know if that took him out. I know he was in the Ruthless Aggression era, and then
yeah,
phased out, but I don't know.
but he was more on commentary during the
Mm,
Ruthless Aggression.
yeah.
But yeah, I know he had that neck injury when he Tazplex Bam Bam Bigelow
He's
off
on the
the
Busted
off the
Open
ramp.
radio podcast or something,
Yeah, he's got his podcast, right?
so maybe we should send the question, why did you retire from pro wrestling?
Uh, he'll just probably send me like an episode to listen to. It's got to
Um,
go into the archives.
but could we? I mean, do you want to see it? I want to see it.
I would like to see one more match
Yeah.
of Taz. I mean, we may not get. I mean, just to see the vintage suplexes that he used to do, head and arm capture,
unless
exploder.
unless it's the you know it's Cody versus Brian Cage by proxy, and if Cody beats Brian Cage, Cody
He
gets
gets
the FTW title, and then only then it becomes legitimized. Oh, that would be so funny.
or it gets so personal that like Cody wants to fight Taz,
Mm,
but Taz will make him face Cage first,
yeah.
and then if he beats Cage, then he gets to get Taz,
Hmm.
and that should probably end up at Revolution.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. Main event. I guess it's safe to say we're all picking Kenny Omega, right?
yeah,
Does the person who actually attacked John Moxley makes another appearance to attack John Moxley and cost him the title here on this match?
I would say so.
Who do
That
you
would be a
think it's
safe
going to
bet.
be? Okay, give two picks. Who do you think it's going to be and who do you want it to be? For me, I think it's going to be Hangman Adam Page who comes out and he's going to attack John Moxley because he wants to beat Kenny Omega for the title later on down the line. But who I want it to be, I want it to be Kenta.
This guy always trying to keep that door open.
I mean, Tony did say we got big surprises in store for you that'll
Yeah,
shift the power in pro wrestling.
it would be something. That would be a mark out moment
Yeah.
for me. I mean, just because it's Kenta.
I mean, did you see Impact Wrestling? The power of Impact Wrestling shifted this past Tuesday night.
No, I haven't watched Impact.
Gallows and Anderson got AJ Styles to return to Impact.
Oh, in the form of Hornswoggle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was
I've seen
wondering
stills
why
of
he
that.
kept his hair long like that when he is doing the baby spot in AEW.
Yeah.
Oh man. So by the way, we got Hornswoggle officially became a part of the AEW Impact crossover. So I guess we kind of got like a soft confirmation that there is some type of working relationship.
Yeah.
Don Callis and Tony Khan. I don't know. I hope next week's show does 1 million. I really want it to.
Everybody's going to be watching. I mean, it's John Moxley versus Kenny Omega. I'm pretty sure the masses would want Kenny Omega to win the AEW World Title. I mean, they've been clamoring for it since AEW started.
Yeah.
So they just want to keep that aura of Kenny Omega winning the IWGP heavyweight title, losing it, and then going to AEW and not winning it yet. So.
All right. We're about 28 minutes into the podcast. Final segment. This is a short holiday special. I'm getting hungry already for leftovers.
Well, it's like 9:40 down there.
Yeah. Breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut some of that turkey. I'm gonna cut some of that turkey and fry the turkey in a big vat of butter.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Okay. What are we thankful for in pro wrestling this year? I am thankful that New Japan Pro Wrestling and that other smaller wrestling promotions are now back in full swing, or are starting to get back in full swing.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm thankful for New Japan producing shows again. I mean, they're slowly coming back. I mean, they've added fans, and they're slowly adding more. They're still not allowing fans to verbally, verbally cheer or express their feelings during the matches, during the shows. But
are you able to confirm that the Tokyo Dome the Saturday and Sunday Tokyo Dome shows for Wrestle Kingdom, are you able to confirm that they're selling a maximum of 10,000 tickets instead of 40,000?
I have not yet confirmed that, but okay. I'm still working on it.
Okay, because I read somewhere that there's a 10,000 attendance limit for the Tokyo Dome.
No, and that's really spread out because Tokyo Dome is really big.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because you got the floor seats and then you got the regular stand seats.
Yeah.
And for only 10,000 in the Tokyo Dome, it's
because there was really only like 4,500 during the baseball field show last month. So.
Yeah, it was really spaced out. I mean, they really social distance their shows. But, yeah, hopefully it all gets cleared up and they start allowing more because, I mean, New Japan having no fans earlier in the year, it was hard. For me, it was hard because I'm so used to New Japan selling out like every show.
Yeah. And the crowds is starting to become like Western crowds. They become more vocal and chanting.
Yeah, and just even like the pops of like a move or, like Jeff Cobb coming out as the mystery partner, that would have blew the place up. Just little things, small pops.
By the way, Jeff Cobb still has a working relationship with the Inner Circle.
Does he?
He confirmed it on Twitter. Because somebody asked him, I think it was 3 weeks ago on Twitter, he's like, are you still affiliated with Chris Jericho and AEW and the Inner Circle? ? And he goes, well, I still have that black and gold trunks. And then he did a winky face and kissy face emoji. Second thing I'm thankful for is I shouldn't be saying this, but whatever. I am thankful that WWE's continue to be creatively lazy and complacent, and it gives me the realization and the opportunity to watch other things and enjoy it because they're doing everything opposite of what WWE is doing, and it's making me stay in love with pro wrestling.
I'm thankful for Adam Cole being back on TV.
That's right. Speaking of Adam Cole, it seems like the Undisputed Era's contracts are coming up pretty soon. You think they're going to extend?
I hope they do. Me personally, I don't want them to go to the main roster. They're killing it in NXT. I see no reason for them to go up to the main roster. But I mean, if they stay in NXT, I think they might split them up, or someone might turn on someone within Undisputed Era. And they're fighting the Kings of NXT, or whoever Pat McAfee's group is called. But yeah, I don't personally. I don't want them to go up to the main roster just because of what happens every time an NXT star goes to the main roster.
Okay, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I think that Roderick Strong is the only one that's gonna re-sign with WWE, stay with his wife, because I think Marina Shafir is finally gonna be featured on TV more. I think she's gotten to the point where, if you remember, just under 2 years ago, she had the baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, literally, was it 3 weeks after birth, she was training when Ronda came in?
Yeah.
So, like, she looks like a pro wrestler now. And I think they're going to start making a move with Jessamine and Marina and, the whole shebang. And
The Four Horsewoman?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Ronda. I think she might come back for a farewell match, but I think we're going to definitely see the other three make their comeuppance. And I think Roddy is going to stay back for her. And I also see Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling and possibly end up in ROH and Impact. And maybe NWA. And I think Adam Cole is going to go with Britt in AEW and possibly be the newest member of the Elite.
That'll be something.
And then what they need to do is they need to move Imperium from NXT UK to the States. That's what they need to do.
Man, did you see that Walter's like 600 days as UK champ?
Yeah.
Is that longer or is that still under what's his name? The Bruiserweight.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Because I know he held the title. I know he held the UK title for a long time. I just didn't know if it was more or less than Walter.
It's probably more. More than the Bruiserweight, I think.
Peter Dune. That's his name. Peter Dune.
So yeah, that's what I'm thankful for in pro wrestling this year. Just those two things.
Yeah, I'm just thankful for New Japan.
Oh,
Adam
one
Cole.
more thing I'm thankful for.
What's that?
I am thankful that I'm still doing the podcast.
Cheap pop.
Yeah. With that said, you guys can follow us on social media. Skit Comic, Bro Culture Pop, Kevin Mask 808 on Twitter. If you'd like to support the podcast, you guys can subscribe to us on Patreon for $3, $5, $10, and $20. Whichever tier you want, you can change, cancel, and rejoin at any time. Go to patreon.com/YoBroMMO, and I will definitely change that to Bro Culture Pop soon. But for right now, it's still patreon.com/YoBroMMO. With that said, I am going to go enjoy my second turkey coma, go back to sleep, and then wake up and see if my Hawaii Warriors can upset the undefeated Nevada Wolfpack in tonight's college football.
Go Bows.